Good morning, tribe. Good morning. Oh, I have singing lessons today. It's a good thing, right? Okay, so I just finished up one of the foundational beginning mornings for the evolution program, which was technically supposed to close last night. And then this morning, my team's still working on the thing that I have coming up for you guys. But this morning, we literally just finished the training inside of the Alpha Evolution. And it is absolutely on fire. It is absolutely incredible. The way the women are showing up, the breakthroughs that they're having, the level of transformation, and this is just the foundational. So the first 5 days are just foundational pieces that we're just building the blocks for the launch that we're about to go into to massively go through a wild evolution in our life. And I'm so excited about this group, and I know the level of transformation and breakthrough that's going to happen in this group is going to be absolutely life-changing. I know it, I feel it in my bones and my soul, and I'm already watching the girls and how they're showing up. And so I'm going to extend it until tonight. I'm going to extend the opening for the Alpha Evolution until tonight. And here's one of the things that we were talking about today for the program, is basically this idea of when we think that we have to be like someone else in order to be wildly successful. And it really sneaks in, right? It's yeah, Janet's in the group, Janet's here. Yeah. If the girls from the group pop on, tell everyone else how it's going for you. Unfortunately, I can't stay right now. We'll watch the replay. Have a great day, you too, sister. Bye, Vanessa. It is absolutely on fire. So one of the things that we were just talking about with it, like these things sneak in and we don't even realize they're sneaking in, right? Like this comparison, like I don't realize, like I think the only way to have a successful business is if I have this like glamorous life like this other person, or if I'm traveling all over the place, or if I have these VIP experiences. Like that has nothing to do with the success of your business, or like the phases that we go through. Like one of the things we're talking about is, you know, the phase of being mom and at home and not traveling, and like this idea that means it can't be successful. Like I would have to be some like big energy person. I would have to be some VIP person. I would have to be like some person who's traveling all over the world. I would have to be a person who has high-end things. I would have to be a person who says all the things and says all the background things. But all that's happening is a state of getting into comparison with other people. That's the only thing that's ever happening, right? And what's missing is actually, instead of doing the foundational pieces, which we are just doing in the group right now, we have one more day of the foundational piece, and then we're launching into like massive evolution in our life. One of the things that's happening is we are comparing ourselves, or we're telling ourselves this really crazy story that is basically like, I have to be something other than what I am in order to have success in this field, in order to have a wildly thriving business, in order to have the life of my dreams. I would have to be something other than what I am. I would have to be something other than what I am. Now, in one hand, that's true. On the one hand, what we're doing in this group, hi Liana, is on the back end, we are doing the work that creates the human being who gets the results in their life. On the back end, the shit nobody sees. Nobody has any clue what you're doing on the back end. Nobody knows how messy you are or how amazing you're doing, except for the results that you have in your life. The amount of money you have in your bank account, how you look, how you feel, your energetic level, your vibrancy, your happiness, your joy, your level, like what you're expecting in your life. If you're expecting amazing, great things, or if you're worried and frustrated, or if you're feeling overwhelmed, or feeling like foggy brain, or whatever the things are going on, all of that is evidence to someone who is seasoned or who does this level of work. We know what's going on the back end, how you're showing up on the back end, right? So all of this work is about doing what's on the back end. So you're building a strong platform to trust yourself, have self-esteem, have energy, have vibrancy, have like the creativity, the creative genius for you to be able to show up and be you. Just be more you, and what's authentically you, what's really actually you. And people have this misguided notion that I have to recreate some shit someone else is doing, or like a shitty version of what someone else is doing is what I was trying to say. Really, like I'm gonna be like her, I'm gonna do like this, I have to like sort of recreate these kind of things. Success does leave clues, but it's not success on what it looks like on the outside. It's success about what's happening on the inside, on the back end. This is the work that's going to change everything. That is why I know this group is going to be amazing. This is why I'm extending this for 24 hours. So if you are somebody who has been feeling like you know you have some stuff to do to strengthen your core, to strengthen your the who you're being. This is how I described it to the girls or to the group. It's like you have your past and all the stuff that happened and all the stuff that you picked up along the way from your culture or from your religion or from your the bad things and the traumas that happened to you or from the amazing things that happened to you, whatever it is, right? It's about, you have all this stuff in the past and then you have this future, like, oh, what's going to happen in the future, and what if this doesn't work, and what if I don't, create this what if this program doesn't sell, what if nobody signs up for this group, what if I don't get the level of clients that I'm looking to get, what if I don't end up breaking through and actually enjoying this process, what if, right? And so we have the past and we have the future, and then it just smooshes us, right? It's just like, it smooshes us right in between, like, bam, there's no room for me to be who I am today. And I'm not being myself. So when I'm not being myself and I don't trust myself, I don't trust how I'm going to show up, I'm going to start looking at other people and I'm going to be like, wow, she does this and she's always traveling and she has all these expensive things and she has all these huge results for this and she has all that, and like I'm just a person at home. I just want to be home with my kids. I just want to take care of the people I love. I just want to end up being able to take care of my parents when they need me, and I want to put money aside so my kids don't have to worry about me when I'm older, and I want to do some traveling, and I want to have deep, good friendships, and I want to have fun, and I want to be able to call up my girlfriend and like goof off and laugh with her, and I want to have running jokes with people, and I want to be happy, and I want to feel safe, and I want to relax for 4 seconds, and I just want to be able to take really good care of the people I love. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. Everything else is just fluff and peripherals on the side. Right? And one of the things we're talking about is like, there's this an illusion that what people care about is things. Like, oh, I just really want to have those things. I want to like have the luxury things. Like, people don't actually care about that. That becomes something that you get to have because it's no big deal to have anymore, because I did the work on the back end, because I just wanted to be a happy human being who had freedom to take care of the people that I love. I just want to be free. I just want to be a good person. I just want to leave an impact in this world. I just want to make a difference to people. I just want to be lit up every day, and I want to actually be happy and excited about my life, and I want to feel like I did it, like I really left my heart on this planet, like I really did it. I really showed up, and I was a woman, and I was a human being who like had my priorities straight, and I showed up with excellence, and I really did the best that I could. That is what people care about. That is what people care about. The other stuff is just fluff on the side that you get to have. And we do the work to break through so we feel worthy of having those things, sure. So we're going to go through seasons where those are on our radar, but that was never what anybody ever cared about. Nobody really ever cares about that crap. You get it, and 2 seconds later you're like, so I have it. So now I have it. So the whole point of the evolution is to evolve as a human being. And what we're doing, the first 5 days of this program, we are building a rock solid foundation of the things that matter the absolute most. And today on the training that I did, I gave example after example after example of how these principles have brought massive levels of success to my life. From the girl who was a welfare girl working as a nanny, going to school full time, trying to take care of my kids, trying to take care of someone else's kids, making $400 a week, living in a crappy basement apartment, and like really just like, I don't get life. I'm struggling. I'm like, my kid's life was going to be the same as mine, was the same that I grew up in, right? And to go from that to a $500,000 global business in 2 years, some shit's going down on the back end. This was never about like looking at someone else and like mimicking some kind of thing going on. Hell no. That is not what gets massive level of success fast. What does is the work on the back end. It's the foundation that you're building everything on. And that's for anyone who's beginning and wants to build a foundation, or it's for like, this is the work I'm doing myself to build a 7-figure business. It's the same work. It's about taking the foundational principles and actually integrating them into your life to a level of excellence. Actual excellence, where when the past in the future decides to come and squeeze me, when I'm in the arena getting my ass kicked and I'm having like a crazy financial month, or I have some trauma that went on in my family, or I'm dealing with something really hard, or I just got my heart broken, or I'm going through a divorce or a death in the family, or whatever it is, right? Or it's just literally like the most chaotic month of stuff going on, whatever it is, when you are squeezed, what comes out of you are principles of success. What actually comes out of you are the things that you've done on the back end, so that when other people are squeezed, Fear's gonna come out, freaking out's gonna come out, fog brain, I can't think, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna hesitate, I'm gonna procrastinate, justifications, excuses, picking fights with people, overeating, drinking, binging on Netflix, whatever the thing is, that's what comes out when the pressure hits them, right? Yesterday's training, if you didn't see it, go watch it. It's the Facebook Live on my personal page. We are built to withstand massive levels of pressure. We are built to, and to thrive under the pressure. We are built to thrive under pressure. It's how we view it because of the foundational stuff that we're doing on the back end that denotes whether you'll be massively successful under the pressure, or you will crack and you will break and you will fall apart and you will, feel bad for yourself and you'll feel frustrated and you'll feel stuck and you'll feel like you're not getting anywhere. And it's all because of the work that we're doing here. It's all what happens on the back end, right? One of the other things we talked about was this idea of like, I have clients, I have success, I'm doing really well in my business, but I'm not drawing in the level of clients that I want to draw in, right? Like, it's like I feel stuck in sort of the level that I'm at and who I'm working with or what my message is, and I feel sort of stuck at this particular level. And so what we understood in that level is it's because if you have not stepped into your full power, if you are still messing around with the foundational pieces on the back end and you're sort of like, I'm doing pretty good in some areas, but I'm a little bit messy in some areas, and I'm sort of like, I'm hesitating, or I'm feeling a little bit defeated, or I'm worrying a little bit, and I'm doing those kind of things, and I'm playing a little bit messy. I'm not stepping into my power. I'm not owning who I am. The energy that I have, the world, like the energy that goes across the entire globe, right? And it wraps around the whole globe. I have that level of energy. I'm sort of holding it back because I'm worried that if I do that, then people are going to think I'm too much. I'm worried if I do that, I'm going to get judged. I'm worried if I do that, that something bad might happen. If I'm that visible, then I might not be able to handle it, right? The reason we feel that way is because we are not showing up on the back end with the level of integrity it takes to be at that level of power. Not because you're not able to have that level of power, you already do. Not because you're not called to it, you already feel the call to it. You already want it, you're already ready, you're ready for the up level. But the level of integrity, the level of strength, the level of self-confidence, the level of being able to handle the emotions, the level of being able to trust yourself to show up in the middle of the storm is wavering, and you are not in your power. And when you do shift that, when you build the foundation that we're doing right now, when you shift that, you will show up completely differently. The level of magnetism that you have, the level of power that you draw in, the level of experience and savviness that you're able to actually go through, and the level of faith that you have in yourself, you feel like, I am a safe bet. It's safe for me to make powerful decisions, to make powerful moves, to take brave leaps, to really expand in my business, to show all up and go in and do this because you trust yourself, because you know that you're in your own power, which is so different. Do you see what I'm saying? And so instead of doing that, what a lot of people do, Heather's just yelling. Instead of that, Janet said, join us. It is really an incredibly powerful group. And the women in there, and the people in there are doing absolute massive levels of breakthrough already, and we're just getting warmed up. We haven't even started on the breakthrough days yet. This is going to revolutionize your entire life, because what's happening is you are shifting what's going on, your cellular being, you are shifting who you are, you're shifting what you are, so that when you show up at every single little point along the way, everything is different. It begins to compound, right? So it'll be, and I explain this all in the program today, in the training today, you guys will see. But what happens is it begins to compound, just like negative stuff does. You ever watch somebody? You ever watch them, like, first they made some really bad financial decisions, and then they got stressed out, so then they went home and then they picked an argument, and then they let the argument get completely out of control, and then they moved out. Then they moved out and they're hanging out with some friends that are drinking too much, and now they start drinking too much, and now they're drinking too much and they're kind of broke and they're arguing with their ex, and then they decide they're going to get like a side job to get by. Now they have the side job, and it's like it's just a thing that just keeps going and going. It's like watching a train wreck. It's like watching just the disaster happen, right? Or maybe somebody who's like, flirting with the women at work, and he's married, and then you watch him get busted, and like, it's just watching this train wreck happen. We see it on TV all the time with public figures, right? It's the same thing with the powerful and amazing stuff. It's the exact same, right? What's happening is we do the foundational work on the back end so that you are strong and powerful and rooted for everything that's coming up. And we are going to build on that. And at the end of this group, in the beginning, what's going to happen is you're going to feel this settling and this clarity that comes in, right? You're going to feel settling. You're going to feel a power start to be built back up in you. That's what everyone's experiencing in the group right now, right? There's a settling, there's a clearing, there's a strength that's beginning to rise again. There's a remembering that's start to happening. There's a removal of the things that were stressing you out or getting to you or making you feel like it was supposed to be a certain way. Those things are starting to get further and further out of the energy, and your power and your energy is starting to grow, right? So then what you're going to feel after that is you're going to feel this ability to be able to handle anything that's coming your way. And you're going to feel this level of untouchability. Like that can't touch me. Those things can't touch me. I'm no longer worried about those things. I feel clear. I feel like I feel safe to look at all the things in my life. I'm no longer kind of trying to avoid those things, or I no longer feel this story of like it has to be this way or why is it this way. I understand why things are they are. I have the level of clarity. I feel safe and powerful and confident to be able to show up and deal with these things. And then we're going to begin implementing. And then we're going to begin running. Then we're going to be actually doing these things every single day, built off of this foundation with that same level of clarity and energy and power and safety and self-confidence. And then we're going to start to actually implement these every single day. And by the end of this program, you are going to break through so many areas of your life that your brain is going to actually jump right out of your head. You are going to be absolutely blown away at how many and how much of evolution can take place in this short amount of time while you're feeling so good doing so. This is why I'm so excited about this program. It literally is a journey of being able to have the most amount of breakthrough that you've ever had in your life in the shortest amount of time while feeling good, while enjoying the process and feeling good. You're going to feel lit up, and you're going to feel excited, and you're going to feel safe, and you're going to feel grateful, and you're going to feel like unstoppable. You're going to feel absolutely unstoppable. This is the experience that I have in my life every single day, which is why I created this program. When I recently went through a divorce after moving states and after coming here, and then all of this crazy law stuff happened, and then like I literally almost like could have lost half my business and the house and all this stuff. And I saw myself just like sail right through that. And not only that, but I up-leveled tremendously through that process. I was like, holy crap, this is a thing that I have to teach the whole world. I need to make this available for every human being who's willing to stop trying to make it look like something on the front, or stop trying to, and the only reason we do that is because we need to feel safe, right? It's like a safety mechanism that we do. So we'll let it be like the best it can on the front, instead of like literally feeling safe enough to just push pause and do it powerfully and with excellence, right? And like 5 days of shifting and building that foundation to have the most breakthrough that we've ever, like literally just absolute on fire, just shifting levels and scaling our life. In the business, financially, in our health and in our body, in our connection, in our clarity, in our creativity, in our love life, in all the areas of our life, we get to have powerful breakthroughs because we were willing to just do what was actually required to do this correctly, and stop looking for shortcuts, or stop just trying to mimic what other people are doing, or stop trying to guess and throw shit against the wall. We're going to do what's actually scientifically backed for us to be powerful and go through this in a really powerful way on the back end. Because what you do back here, I can look at your life and know what you got going on in the back end. Just like we can look at a person who's really fit. We know that they work out all the time. And we can look at a person who's not, and we know that they don't work out all the time. It's very obvious just by looking at them. Well, the level of success that you have in your life, the level of happiness and joy and freedom and awe and excitement is very evident on what you have been doing on the back end. So if you would like that to shift, we do the work on the back end. And that will bring powerful breakthrough on the front end, because you are becoming, you are being success. Success is an extension of who you are. Does this make sense? More clarity. Feeling, hi Abby, welcome. Loving this group right now, perfect time. Yes, Jackie's in the group with us. More clarity, no longer available for distractions. They're only illusions that I thought were real, no more. So much breakthrough is already happening. I'm telling you, I've never had a group like this group. This is going to be the thing that changes everything. And if you're open to that and you're available for that and you feel the call to that, this is it, right? Let me drop the link in here for you guys. mandyperry.com/alpha, or just mandyperry.com, both of them. Tomorrow is the last day of the foundational days. If you join, make sure you PM me and let me know. I will personally make sure that you are completely caught up and have the foundational pieces. This is very simple work. It's going to be very easy to get caught up. This is powerful foundational pieces. I will make sure that you are completely caught up and you feel ready for the launch that we're going into. We have Sunday off, so it's actually perfect timing right now. Oops, I spelled it wrong. That's funny because I even looked at it like 5 times. Let me delete this one. Whoopsie, I made a mistake. Yep, it popped up correctly. Okay, so the link is below. If you have any questions or if you join, I seriously want to celebrate you. Make sure you tag me. It's actually, yeah, Susan got it right. Thank you, Susan. I got it right after you. Okay, I love you guys very much. I hope you have a fantastic day. I can't wait to see who else joins us. I really feel called to just keep this open for a few more hours. And also just remembering that it was never about it looking like anybody else around you. Comparison is a motherfucker. Like, we really, really, really got to clear the energy of comparison. And I know it's so easy to slip into that because we're surrounded by other people, and our brain's job is actually to do that, to take things in and assess and see where we are in comparison to that, to see if we are safe. But that is survival mechanism. That is literally, it is the system of survival in your body. It is literally the opposite of thriving, right? We have to move away from that. We have to actually start building on being who we are and working through the things that are stopping us from feeling like we're free to actually be successful, just being who we are. Not needing it to look like anyone else, not needing the season of our life to look any different, whether I'm at a mom at home and I'm just chilling with my daughter or I'm traveling all over the world. Like, both of those are readiness states for success. It has nothing to do with anything. None of that matters, right? And whatever your personality is, whatever your way of being is, whatever you feel like it would be so great to just be this way in my business, like, that is the thing we're building on. 100%. Clear the energy of comparison. 100%. Yeah. Okay. I love you guys very much. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Mañana. Bye, guys.